What's up, everybody? It's Roger and Victoria here from DisKingdom.com. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Fantasmic, which is returning to Disneyland this summer. Disney have announced some new details of the show, which is going to be returning. At the minute, it's closed because they're doing some work for, basically, they've kind of closed off while they've been building Star Wars Land, and there's some access around there. It's going to be returning with new mist screens, which will combine innovative and state-of-the-art projection technology for a brighter and more vibrant visuals than ever before. It'll also include brand new scenes inspired by classics such as Aladdin, which include Aladdin and Jasmine floating over a bed of fog on their flying carpet of a whole new world. Now, we were talking in another episode this week about the brand new Happily Ever After, and this kind of ties into that thing, I think, a little bit, because over for Disneyland having some more projections.
Yeah, it definitely does. They actually announced it like pretty much immediately after Happily Ever After ended. So, I mean, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it was almost a bit like, right, okay, Disney World's getting all the attention. We need to give Disneyland a little bit of love too. I can't help but feel like maybe it might have been better to hold off a day or two, or maybe this week, and kind of announce it then, because it kind of got lost in the shuffle with all the live streams and photographs that completely flooded my feed. But I think for this show getting an upgrade, hopefully as well, maybe they can bring this to Disney World as well. But adding more projections definitely seems to be the key thing that they want to do at the moment.
Oh no, I definitely agree. I feel like their timing could have. I feel like if they did it like the next afternoon, it would have been fine. But I feel like they're trying to get more innovative with their technology, and so far they're doing an amazing job. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, and I also think bringing in all this new content right after they've closed it is the best timing. Give it a little bit of a facelift, give it a little bit of a rejig while they've had time to maybe test it out, close it down for a little bit. Because I don't know how long it's been closed down for. It's been a while now, isn't it?
Um, I think it's been a little over a year because the last time I went, I was able to visit the railroads and such, and they were still doing a little bit of. They were just getting like stuff broken down, so it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just bringing this up here now. It just said that it was closed for summer. I think using that time to give it a refurb, give it some fresh lick of paint and some new changes, some new scenes will give. Especially, I think, because there's been so much going on with Disneyland's 60th, to kind of bring in some new stuff is a good thing. And just as how I think, like bringing in Aladdin. Have you ever seen an Aladdin show like on Broadway?
I haven't seen it on Broadway, but I saw it when it was at California Adventure before Frozen replaced it. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Aladdin in London just before Christmas, and that kind of instant thing of just seeing them coming in on the carpet, I think is going to be epic. The fact that they put up pictures and stuff, I can't quite work out if that's concept art or if it's actual shot there, because this thing could open. I don't. They've just said summer, which is very very vague.
Yeah, I think they're trying to give themselves a little bit of leeway because if you give an exact date when like such as what they did with Pandora, then it might backfire because they have pushed the date back once already.
Yeah. So I'm hoping this is to be a good thing. I think it's having a new, having a night show, having it all back. I think with all the stuff going on with Star Wars Land, I think they obviously, done the work they needed to for people to be able, for them to be able to get in and out of that area and do it all. But yeah, it does look like it's going to be a great show when it returns.
I agree. I mean, I've seen a lot of Disneyland annual pass holders kind of complain about the changes, but I feel like it'll be fine. I feel like it's going to be great. It's going to be better than it was before, and I feel like all the changes they're making are going to make it a better experience for guests.
Yeah, I mean, I think Disneyland has a little bit more an issue than like Walt Disney World people, where they don't tend to like the changes. I think because Disneyland is so much more of an annual pass holder, regular visiting kind of park, they don't tend to like a lot of the changes as much.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Like, I see it more often than I do at Disney World, to be honest. But
Yeah.
I mean, it. I'm totally fine with it.
No. It looks good. Hopefully as well they can bring, if they got this technology as well, I always have a feeling of like if they're using it for one thing, they could use it for another attraction or another park and kind of double up on the efforts and stuff. But no, it looks good. Can't wait to see what they're going on, but we'd love to know what you guys think as well. You can always comment below or you can get in touch with us on all the different social medias and stuff. Victoria, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at he calls me PP and Instagram he calls me Pineapple Princess.
Okay, on that note, guys, so thank you very much for watching or listening, and we shall see you guys soon. Laters.
Bye.